Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy, TK. And basically, I just had to get some stuff off my chest. There's a lot of reviewers out there that has no idea what these replicas, quote unquote, authentic replica shoes are coming from. They're affiliated Nike and all of this other stuff. So I just want to, I hate to beat a dead horse, but this just got to stop. A lot of people have no idea what they're even talking about. So first, I'd like to give a little experience on my background with replicas and where they originate. I was in the military 12 years, and I was actually stationed in Hong Kong for 18 months. So as far as the replicas having any affiliation with Nike, no, they do not. So we just want to say that right now for the shoes, for the whole shoe thing, reps, authentics, people hating on reps, people hating on authentics and resellers and this, that, and the third. Nike has no affiliation with these individuals. China has no intellectual property law, thus gives them any reason to replicate anything they want. Now, as far as the so-called authentics that's coming out of China right now, the replica sites saying that they are authentic, the replica sites are producing those so-called authentics themselves in their factories. They're not coming from Nike. They're not unauthorized. Nike has, I'm pretty sure they have an idea of what's going on, but really because of the law, just really can't do anything about it. So what is actually going on is the replica sites not needing any schematics from Nike to know how to properly build a shoe. They've been replicating things for, a good 30 years to this point. From the old Air Force Ones, when you wore them once or twice, they turned yellow, to what they have now with the super perfect versions and these so-called authentics now. Pretty sure every reviewer out there has reviewed authentic versus the replica sites pair, and they noticed differences in the shoe. There's not been one that was exactly the same, because they're not going to be, simply because it's not produced by Nike. So we just want to stop that right where it is. The replica sites are saying that these shoes are authentic based on their definition of what the authentic is. And with that being said, that is a perfect example is the Jordan 88 threes. Now, a lot of replica sites sold those shoes. Now, if you compare them to the official release, you notice that the elephant print was different, and it was just, it was too wide. It was some other differences, but I don't want to go into that right now. And basically, the shoe looked, basically way different, And the same thing with the fives. It was differences. It was differences with the fives, with the black grapes. Now, if you got them early and you compared them to the official release, seeing that there was differences. Now, every official release shoe looks exactly the same. Let's go and tell you guys this now, because they have release dates in different countries, such as Australia, China, not so much Japan, but a few other countries has different release dates. So if you know somebody in that country, or you really, really, really up on your Jordan or LeBron game or whatever shoe you're trying to get, you'll know that that shoe came out at this time in this country, and you was able to secure yourself a pair. But in the most cases, these shoes are coming out from New York, with a guy that's saying you already got them, that probably ultimately came from one of these replica sites. So we just want to tell you guys right there, so be careful with so-called early releases, because they're usually produced by these websites. And the reason I know that, because the actual factory for Nike is in a country in China called Shenzhen. I may have said that wrong, but it's Shenzhen or something to that effect. And a lot of you guys that send money over is Futon City or something to that effect, because that's the closest factories. It's about 4 total factories that produce these replicas at mass quantity, because there's really no law saying that they can't do it. In quote, now, think about the, hold on one second. No, it's going. think about the Apple store that's in China. It's an Apple store in China that's 100% fake, and Apple can't do anything about it. It's still there, flourishing to this day. And a lot of people just have really no idea where their shoes coming from. Now, I do wear reps and I do wear authentics, but sorry about that. But I'm not paying $1,000, say, for a pair of Ben 5s. When, like, if you wanted a premium leather shoe, just wait till Gucci has a sale on July and December. You can get, a top quality, comfortable shoe for $200 or $300. Like, there's no reason to pay that amount of money for a Jordan that costs $250 or $185 or something like that was the original price on it. So, anything, in my opinion, over $300 is overpriced for any Jordan, LeBron, or whatever. I don't care what it is. Corks, Benz, Kobe's, I don't give a damn what it is. It's not worth it. I won't suggest anybody pays it, but it is what it is. People buying it, so they're gonna keep selling it. That's just really what it is at the end of the day. I'm just trying to educate you guys, try to let you know that these so-called authentics aren't what they seem to be. Now, every reviewer out there has did these comparison videos with the Tall Red 4s, with everything, and they always saw differences. And I'm telling you, that's why the difference is because it's not produced in Nike, and it's not produced in a Nike factory. So things are going to be different. The reps are good, even the so-called authentic are good, and they're gonna fool people. People are gonna pay top dollar for those replicas, simply because they do have the same materials as the authentics. Now, if you want to determine them authentic because they are the same material, then hey, they're authentic in your mind. But the actual definition of authentics are things that's made in the same manner as the original. So it is what it is, however you want to take it. But I'm just letting you guys know I do have a website that I do buy my replicas from. It's kingoreps.com. And I deal with a guy, Jason. Actually, I flew to China 3 months ago to meet him, and he showed me the factory, which was something that they typically do not do, but I've done a lot of business with them, and everything was cool. So he told me exactly where the products was coming from. So when I tell people, or when I sell shoes to people, I let them know that this did not come from Nike, and I show them the differences, and I let them make their own decision after that. That's how I do it. So nobody's not out there saying I'm selling fakes. I'm selling you exactly what you asked for. If it's in your mind a fake, then it's whatever. And when I sell replicas that are super perfect, I usually compare them with authentic. And most people that claim that they don't wear replicas buy the replicas. But that's a whole nother story. We won't even get into the so-called sneakerheads out there that don't wear reps and all this other type of stuff. I'm just real. I'm just not, for certain shoes, I'm just not gonna buy it. If I want that shoe, I can get it at any time dealing with these replica sites, which makes a lot of sense to me, just to go ahead and purchase it if that's what you can do. Now, I'm gonna show you guys a couple of shoes that I have that I've got from Gucci, so you guys can get off the Jordan and LeBron bandwagon, Kobe's or whatever. Now, this is a pair from last year. It came out in summer. You see they had a red bottom. Now these is 100% real. I ain't gonna show you no fake shoes, but these was $230, yo. Pair of Gucci's, all red with the red bottoms, white midsole. So I have the breads, I have the green glows and all that good stuff, but I feel like if you want to pay money for a shoe, why not it be a Gucci or something that's like this? You're paying for quality, and the Jordan quality is definitely not going up. December, July, they always having a sale. You can hit Gucci.com, or anything like that. Cop yourself a pair of Gucci's, man. Stop wasting time with these Jordan and, you know, trying to figure out if it's real or not. Just go to your local Gucci store, or you can hit the outlet. Gucci does have an outlet. I live in California, so it's in Cabazon, and they have an outlet there. Prada does as well. You know, you get them cheap, all $250 and under. You can get these designer shoes for. So, all right, that's my, you know, I guess my rebuttal to a lot of people that don't really understand what's going on with the factories and the replica websites. They are not selling quote unquote official Nike release products. Nike has no affiliation with the replica sites. They do not. I can guarantee that. I've been there. I've been to a factory, and Nike has nothing to do with it. Nike is Nike. They have a factory maybe almost 500 miles from the closest replica factory that's, you know, that they produce these Jordans at. Now, I'm not going to put links in the description telling you guys, you'll go here, check out this video, check out that, but I do want to give a shout out to a couple reviewers that I do watch frequently. That's Finest Gear NYC, like that guy, you know, he keeps it real. And I seen the evolution of him. Bull RC, you know what I'm saying? I did some business with him as well. Scoop 208, Scoop bus seats, like those guys. But please do check out Kingo Reps. That's the replica site I deal with. He has better prices than any other of those replica websites out there. Their Super Perfects are $75. So they are coming from the same factory. So at the end of the day, they tell you one thing. I mean, just one factory, like the MK Linda and the hip hop, they are the big ones. So they have, you know, more capacity. You know, Kingo Reps is a smaller one, so usually they get the newer stuff, you know, a couple weeks after it comes out. But they get it ultimately, and it's cheaper. After you get 6 items, it's free shipping. They only do Western Union, by the way, but all my pickups have been from there. Like the Oreo 5s, I got those from him. The Gamma Blues, I got those from him. What else? The Toro Red 4s, got those from him. And he'll Skype with you and all of that good stuff just to make sure you're happy with your order, so you can see your order before it actually ships. So if it's anything defective or a problem you see with it, you know, he'll hook you up. All right, YouTube, I'm out. It's TK. Probably be first and last video, but I just wanted to address that stuff simply because a lot of people, you know, just have lack of knowledge and not really understand what they're even talking about. But I'm telling you, from actual being overseas in China, and I've been there 3 months ago, I do a lot of traveling, that this is how the replica shoes are produced. Jason has told me this out of his own mouth. He's taken me to the factory. So that's basically it. Actually, his real name, not Jason, but that's another story. But he calls himself Jason's on the website. So kingoreps.com. That's the replica site I deal with. If you want to get anything like authentic, replica, super perfect, whatever, got the best prices on there. Shipping is pretty quick, usually about 7-8 days. Just being realistic. And you know, not saying I'll be doing too many videos. I'm way too busy for that. I own a couple businesses, so I really don't have time for it. But I just, you know, I saw a need for this video to happen because people just talking and have no idea where these products are really coming from, and they're making all these assumptions, or listening to, you know, the replica websites and just tell them, oh, we getting this stuff from Nike, you know, which they're not. They're producing it themselves because they can get a hold to the same materials that Nike get a hold to, because Nike has a factory in a foreign land, so they have to go through the same people to get the same materials, which, you know, at the end of the day makes sense. So, all right, peace out, YouTube. That's it.